Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jefferies, the present day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. I was walking the dog, Darcy, today, and Darcy is a Cocker Spaniel. She's a year old. She's a purebred. And Cocker Spaniels are hunting dogs. Their thing is normally they'd be going hunting pheasants and all those kind of bird things that they do in Europe. And when she sees something, when she sights one, the whole paw goes up. She points like she really is that kind of hunting dog. And this morning we were out and about just walking the neighborhood, doing the thing that we were doing because the surf wasn't quite what I wanted this morning. And I loved it. I got the living example of what focus is. It was really cool. So she'd been following a scent for a while, just out, we're in the park. And she was so into it and so focused. A bird actually fluttered down and sat on the grass maybe a meter in front of her face, 1, 2, 3 foot in front of her face. And just sat there, and she was so focused. She didn't smell it. She didn't see it. She didn't do anything. And generally, if she's out and about and there's like a bird within huge distance, she's on point. She wants that bird. And it really showed me, how do we remove ourselves from distractions? Because all distractions are equal. It doesn't matter what it is. Oh, this is the big important kind of distraction, or this is that, and this is a little nothing. And this is, look, there's a post on social media for me to look at. Doesn't matter what the distraction is. All distractions are equal at the end of the day. They take us away from what we're working on. Now, that's all cool if you're the kind of person who can come back to center quick and easy and refocus again on what you were working on. However, what we know is that research has shown that from any distraction, doesn't matter what that distraction is, it takes about 15 minutes for your brain to come back and focus for real again. You think you just go, no, it takes about 15 minutes to come back to center again. And so people who have notifications on, they have their social media notifications, their emails ping, all the other kind of, like, so many apps and everything that you can have pinging in the background are all distractions. And yet you're finding yourself being distracted, not being able to focus. So many people nowadays, I can't focus. Yeah, but guess what? You're setting yourself up to not focus by having so many things pinging in the background. So what's the action? Well, the first thing is just to notice and go, okay, cool. Yeah, in the past, that's the way it's been. And for me, it was. And I actually set this up as a process for myself when I went on the road as a professional speaker and being busy with life, all that kind of stuff that comes with being a professional speaker. I need to be able to manage this better. And part of that managing it better was to turn notifications off on everything. Now, in those days, there was no social media yet. I'm going back 25 years. There was no social media yet. There was emails. Emails were brand new. Yes, I'm that old. I can't believe it. But emails were brand new. And I realized that, and even phone calls and texts, everything, I have no notifications on for anything. And even while I'm here on this, I have my phone turned to silent. Whether you do airplane mode or just put it on absolute quiet, that nothing's going to come through. If I get a telephone call from a number that is not in my address book, it goes directly to message bank, and that person will leave a message that I can get back to them or not. And so often all these people are, you don't know, I get all these spammy messages all day, every day. Well, it's a setting on your iPhone. You can go and research it yourself, that anything that is not a phone number that is in your contacts, it goes to message bank. Now, if they're a real person, they leave a message for you to call them back. And then you can call them back at your convenience as soon as possible, not on demand, taking you away from what you're trying to focus on at a time. So if you have been doing that, I procrastinate, I end up going down this rabbit hole and down that rabbit hole. What is setting you up for those rabbit holes? Generally, it's things like notifications. Things will take you off track from where you want to be. one of the biggest power moves I've ever made in my life from a productivity point of view is to have no notifications for anything. When I know I'm expecting a telephone meeting, a telephone call, I have an alarm set on my phone a few minutes before that. I know that I'm expecting that call. I'm ready for it. But if not. I never have notifications on my social medias. I never have notifications on anything. And it changed me being able to be so much more productive in my day. And it broke a lot of my procrastination kind of habits. So I wanted to just put that out there today. Darcy was so focused on what she was doing, she couldn't even see a distraction. She just couldn't. She was just centered in it. That's it. Now, for sure, if the bird had fluttered closer to her, maybe. However, usually in the past, she would totally notice that bird, but she had herself totally focused, no distractions, so to speak, to be able to take her off her path. And she achieved what she wanted to achieve, which was sniff whatever she was sniffing. But I want to throw it out there because it's such a common comment. And nowadays, so many people are being, particularly women, middle-aged women, my kind of age, I think it's middle-aged to be 60s, are being diagnosed to be things like ADHD. They're saying, yeah, because I can't I can't focus, I can't concentrate. However, people I've talked to, not in every case, but people I've talked to, when I've asked them a few questions about, what's going on, they've had a diagnosis, and all the power to them for doing that. However, what I've also noticed is when I've asked a few simple questions like, wow, how many notifications do you get of a day for emails or social media? Oh, it pings all day. Interesting. It pings all day. And so it's taking them away. Just a thought. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm not saying I'm ADHD. I get it. But we can set ourselves up for success. Don't wait to be distracted. Don't wait to lose focus. Take away the distractions before you even start. The same as if you're wanting to be healthy. I know if I put blocks of chocolate in my fridge, I'd probably want to eat them. We don't have packets of chippies and all those kind of unhealthy foods in our house because I could be distracted and have them take me away from my health plan. Set yourself up for success right from the start. It's a simple thing that, might take a couple of minutes now, but it saves a damn lot of heartache in the long run. It really does. It's really worth it. So I hope that's of help. I loved it that I got to watch the living example with my dog this morning about how, or what takes us away from our focus and achieving what we want to achieve in life. That's it. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review, have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.